the weather has been quite rainy and lousy, but finally the sun is back and it has been a beautiful day today. So I have ordered some orchid stuff online from the nurseries in Sintra, which is nearby. But my husband suggested we could drive along the coastline and enjoy the sun. So we grabbed the van and the dogs and off we went. And so let me show you what I got. I hope I still have enough light to show you. It's almost 6 o'clock. So there we go. So I got a few of these pots, which I find very nice. They are not rigid, but they are not flimsy either. They are sort of rubbery. They look very interesting. And so I got them and tried them. I got some orchid of the bark, and then the good stuff. Let's see. I'm going to sit down. Okay. This is Brassavola tuberculata. It's something I wanted for quite some time, and it's not a very big plant, but they say it's blooming size, so we will see. I might have to wait longer than I anticipated. The plant looks healthy, with its usual very slender stem-like pseudobulbs and very thin leaves. She's in this mesh pot. The medium looks fresh. Not many roots on site though. This species blooms with white flowers that are very fragrant. Okay, let's see another one. This is a big one and definitely a mature plant. This is Laelia purpurata, and the variety is semi-alba. It blooms with very large white flowers with a purple lip. The flowers are very showy, fragrant, and long-lasting. Apparently, Laelia purpurata is the most popular of all Laelias, and has been used by breeders to make some of the most beautiful Cattleya hybrids. This plant looks good, in a good fresh medium. There is a new growth here, and that is always good news. Yep, I'm happy with this one. Of course, Laelia is now considered Cattleya, but many breeders refuse to call it Cattleya, and I prefer to call it Laelia too. The next one is a dendrobium. This is a cross of two species, Thyrsiflorum and Grifftianum. It's not a very big plant yet, but she looks healthy. The blooms come in pendant inflorescences, like the parents, which photos you just saw on the screen. Anyway, I'm curious to see the color of the flowers on this one as a result of the crossing, but I do not expect it to flower next season yet. But anyway, as someone said, dendrobiums can surprise you. And the last one is also a dendrobium. This one is Ibiki. This is the second one I am buying this year, but I offered the other one to a friend that loved it so much, so I wanted one for me. This is quite large plant in comparison to the other one I had, and it still has some blooms, although they are quite spent. And those were they. So far I'm happy with them. I was thinking I should not repot them at this time of the year, not to mess with the roots as going into winter. On the other hand, I might be wise to take a peek. But now, as you can see, the day is coming to the end. The daylight is vanishing rapidly as the sun is setting over the sea, so I better leave it to tomorrow. Well, I'm back with the sun. Last night I did not resist to take a look at the roots, but I didn't have enough light to film. So I will show you now what I did yesterday. They were all of them very dry, but they had viable roots on all four. I changed their setting, trying not to mess too much with the roots and not putting them in a medium too different from the one they had already. This morning I watered them. That's why they are hanging here, dripping and trying to dry up a little bit before the night comes. Lady Purpurata, I placed her in this new pot with the orchiata bark and a hanger. This one has good roots and a lovely new growth. In this mesh pot, the roots will dry out more rapidly. The Percivala tuberculata is also hanging in a mesh pot. This plant needs an extra fast dry cycle. It's like wet, dry, wet, dry. Of course, wetting sparsely in winter. So far she is in orchiata bark mixed with leca beads. She has some viable roots, but I noticed that there are two plants inside this pot. Looking good, however, not expecting any blooms too soon, which is a pity. This is one of the dendrobium. It's the one that is the cross of two species, Dirsiflorum with Griffithianum. I mounted this plant on this grid. This is a plastic grid. I have plenty in the garden. I used to have it because of the dogs. I changed the whole setup and now I have rolls of it. This is a grid that it's plastic, as I said. It's sturdy and it can be cut easily with a pair of scissors. So it's easy to cut to size. I like it because it provides good air circulation and a faster drying. This dendrobium cannot dry out completely, even in winter. However, not so much watering during this season, of course. I use the same setup for the hibiki. I really like this plastic grid for mounting. It's so easy to cut to size, it's so easy to give air circulation and easy to hang anywhere. Well, and while my new babies are swinging here, enjoying the morning breeze and the little bit of warmth we still have, I say goodbye to you. Till the next video. Bye for now.